motion where you very quickly lose altitude and get behind the enemy aircraft. With this maneuver, within seconds, he positioned himself or his hunter behind this Vator at a very high speed, around 450 knots, where he was closing in on this very large aircraft. And he got so close to the plane that he was hesitant whether he should pull the trigger because he would be in the debris field if the plane starts falling apart. But he decided to do it anyways. So he shot this much larger bomber with his cannon, and the plane started falling apart. And Azam really had to pull away. Even then, his aircraft was hit with debris from the Vator.
In the Six-Day War, Israel lost only 46 aircraft, as opposed to over 450 Arab aircraft. Azam alone shot down 4 in the air. For his achievements, Azam received gallantry awards from Jordan and Iraq.
Very nice of him that he never boasted about these awards. Whenever I met him, he never mentioned, or even as a story, he did not tell what he did, what all he did. I think he was very modest. Inside he was humble. It was only, this also a good leadership quality to be modest. I remember Saiful Azam as a cadet at Pakistan Air Force Academy in Saiful, where I was an instructor at that time. And I was very proud of Saiful Azam because he was a tall cadet, very athletic.
2 years prior to this, he was in action at another front. In September 1965, Azam was a young flight lieutenant based at Lahore, West Pakistan. War broke out between India and Pakistan. Azam was part of the ground attack team of the Pakistan Air Force. He and his fellow pilots took part in numerous sorties against Indian Army and destroyed many of the enemy tanks and heavy artillery. On his way back from one of these missions, Azam and his group came under attack by Indian Air Force jets. In the dogfight that followed, Azam shot down one Indian Air Force Nat. He received Pakistan's third highest military award for this.
65 বছর বন্ধুজি আমরা যাচ্ছিলাম লাহোর সেক্টরে আমরা গোয়িং ফর স্ট্রাইক লাহোর সেক্টর আর্মি ওয়াজ কামিং ফ্রম ইন্ডিয়া ওইটাকে স্টপ করার জন্য কিন্তু অন দ্য ওয়ে উই আর বাউন্সড by 4 nats, and they were also Indian Canada aircraft bombing the because we had to punch our tanks and be ready for the attack. We can look to the right, look to the left. Our rest of the formation members could not see it. Dusty chilo. So I said, follow me. I was number 4. I followed. They followed me. I went first, fired on the tanks. Then I put the rockets on next. So they were very happy. That's why he wrote. So our spotting target was so good that many missions were successful because of that.
So Azam holds the world record of flying for 4 different air forces: Pakistan, Jordan, Iraq and Bangladesh. He also scored aerial kills against 2 different air forces. And he received military honors from 3 different countries: Pakistan, Jordan and Iraq. Another world record.
As far as we know, that he was the highest military award holder in east of Suez Canal. So to get a name and fame of that nature, there is none to match him. Certainly, professionally he was excellent. It was known in Pakistan Air Force. And he was an example and a person and a professional to be followed during his period in Pakistan Air Force. We as Bengalis, of course, being from Bangladesh, at that time of course East Pakistan and a Bengali, we were very proud of him. And whenever we used to meet him, we used to respect him as such and try to learn as many things in the professional side as possible. And he was very candid, And because he was excellent in profession, so he had no problem in delivering his war experience and other military flying technique to us. And we are so proud of him.
In 1965, when he shot down the fallen Nat of the Indian Air Force, it's absolutely incredible. He was fighting a far superior aircraft.